奇跡の炎よ燃え上がれよ君の心に未来のため目の前には闇が迫る Going back 死ぬこの夕日間はもうないのさボルテージは焼き付いただけ正面から行けば No やばいぜ打たれて立ち上がり君を強く生まれ変われ指そがだな奇跡の炎よ燃え上がれよ君の魂に試練さえ力に変え栄光の光燃え盛れよ過去の悲しみ今の離境へマニファイ You are child戻りはできない Never look back 前しか行く道はもうないのさ鉄の壁も加速してブレーキ鍛え抜いた敵にそう挑んで何度も立ち上がり君を輝き手に入れろ指そがだな奇跡の炎よ燃え上がれよ君のせいに挫折など焚きにして栄光の光燃え盛れよ道なき道を照らすためにマニファイ小さな炎でいいそれが勇気で目もくらむ明かりになる希望の光よこの地球に僕らの発令 Rolling for the eyes 奇跡の炎よ燃え上がれよ君の魂に試練さえ力にして栄光の光燃え盛れよ過去の悲しみ今の離境へマニファイ You are child black eye. New perspective gain from all the pain and stress. And when I do come back, I'm stronger than ever before. So kneel down this burning of peace. Look into my eyes. Now tell me the things you've learned about behind my back. Emptiness in me. Our heart is hard to break down. It's to let go. Apologies is going
が吹き抜けてく、まるで奴の背中を押しているように。進む道など何にも決まってない奴なんかに、それもいいだろう、今の奴にはちょうどいい、だから行くのさ。こ かせ奴は今旅に出るのさ。 Yes ずっと探してたんだ、乾いた心を潤す愛。でも体が拒むんだ、ぬくもり知らぬ狼の血が燃えてゆくから。寂しい狼でもいい、誰か愛してゆけるなら、どんな試練だってそう越えてゆけるさ。まだ知ることのない愛のぬくもりを探して砂漠の荒野を歩き続けてゆく狼。時は流れて未だ荒野の中、変わらない毎日に疲れてたんだ。いっそこのまま悪魔にでもなってみせてやろうか。そんな時に君と出会えた衝撃が忘れられない。奴の中で何かが派手な音と共に弾けた。ずっと探してたんだ、乾いた心を潤す愛。でも体が拒むんだ、ぬくもり知らぬ狼の血が燃えてゆくから。悲しい狼でもいい、君を愛してゆけるなら、たとえそれが試練でも耐えてみせるさ。君が教えてくれた愛のぬくもり抱きしめて、君と一緒に歩き続けてゆく狼。今はまた一人きりで、隣に君はもういないけれど、奴は孤独なんかじゃない、笑ってみせるよ。狼でもいい、誰か愛してゆけるなら、どんな試練だってそう越えてゆけるさ。まだ知ることのない愛のぬくもりを探して砂漠の荒野を歩き続けてゆく狼。
Hello, 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 and welcome to the 6th episode of the CCW Show. Guys, please, check the title. What is the title? Let me try to read it for you. Boomers do not understand gamers. So, Matt Walsh, we all love Matt Walsh. You know, he works for the Daily Wire, he talks a lot of shit, and he's come out trying to talk about Gamergate 2.0, the Sweet Baby Inc. debacle. And one of his more recent videos is talking about the dark side of the gaming industry, and he just doesn't get it. You know, he kind of gets it, but he has the boomer mindset of, oh, I don't understand gaming, therefore it's bad, right? Like, the whole of gaming is kind of bad. Now, truth be told, I've only watched, I don't know, the first minute and a half of this 20-minute video he put out, right? So, forgive me for not doing my full research, you know? But that's just the kind of guy I am. I just watch a minute and then I will play the whole thing on a stream. You know what? This whole channel will now just be a reaction-based content. Asmongold, Hassan Piker, you know, all those guys, those big streamers that just do react content, that's all Chaz is going to be now. You wanted long-form edited stuff, get that shit out of here. So, you know, I'm just going to be honest, right? I know what you guys want. Now, that being said, I'm not coming into this alone, so just give me one moment. Gotta find the thing. There's that. Hey, what's up, Gray?
Hey, good evening, Warband.
There he is. Okay, so bars are going up and down, so I gotta adjust them just to make sure it's all good. So yeah, Gray, how's it going?
It's been busy, but it's been a good kind of busy. So
It's been a good kind of busy. You'll love to hear it. So let me grab the Mount Walsh video. The dark side of the video game industry. I mean, okay, like that title, it's not bad. I gotta give him credit. It's a very eye-catching title, right? You may
like let's be honest. We aren't in disagreement that there's a dark side of the video game industry.
It's just Matt Walsh has been consistently against gaming for years now. The reason why I said boomers doesn't understand gaming, like Matt Walsh isn't a boomer, but he has that boomer mentality. Oh, I don't understand what this is. Therefore, it's all either one thing. Every game console is a Nintendo. Every single game is Call of Duty, Halo, or GTA, or Mortal Kombat. They're all just simulators. That's how he views the gaming industry. He doesn't understand that, okay, I'm not going to say he doesn't understand, blah, 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 but it's just the way he frames this whole thing is as if...
Let's be honest. He doesn't want to understand. Because let's be honest. Who is Matt Walsh's audience?
Like, right-wing people that want to think that they're making some kind of change. They just want to hear Matt Walsh talk about, like, what is a woman, right?
Let's be honest. Like, this... Okay, so you know how we've got, like, a bunch of women in the manosphere who, like, just parrot the opinions of men who came before them, right?
Yeah.
And why are they popular? Aside from the algorithm pushing them, they're popular because men want to see a woman agreeing with them, right?
And men, and a lot of like boomer men want to see Matt Walsh talk about how gaming is super horrific and violent and shit.
That's it. Old out of touch men want to see younger, hipper looking men agreeing with them.
Okay, give me a sec. I don't know, it's just in the first minute, he's trying to talk about how, okay, let me not jump the gun too much. I just also want to make sure that for as many jokes as I just said, I don't actually want to be a React Andy content. I want to actually listen to what he says and then properly respond to it instead of just being like, yeah, okay.
You gotta chase that algorithm, Chaz.
Okay, give me a sec.
That at least if you were born at any...
Okay, that's working for there. Oh, wait. I have to open this up in a Chrome tab for StreamYard. Just give me a sec, chat. It's a good...
Put it this way. Matt Walsh's audience overlaps a lot with Fox News.
Yeah, and Fox News will like constantly talk about how gaming... Seriously, they all think that the gaming industry is the majority Mortal Kombat, Call of Duty, all that kind of shit, right?
That's the thing. No, they change their minds on the gaming industry depending on the narrative that they want to push.
Yeah.
If they want to say that the gaming industry is bad, then it's all the AAA hyper violence. But if they want to say, oh, no, this is what gamers want, then they're going to pull out the Candy Crush statistics.
Yeah.
They're going to count like, oh, look, the majority of gamers are females. Like, yes, because we're going to count like your grandmother playing Candy Crush on her tablet the same as we're going to do someone who fucking metagames frame data in Street Fighter.
Okay, look, I will say this. My grandmother, she plays Candy Crush like fucking amazing, bro. Actually, here's a fun fact. So my grandmother, she's gone through a lot of physical trauma. So we've had to try to help her in ways to... I'm trying to think of ways to say this so I don't like say too much or not too little, but she's had mobility issues for many years, right? But she can walk and all that stuff, right? But one of the ways that we actually helped her out to get better over the past like 15 years is we got her the game Wii Fit. And to this day, every day, hour and a half, she plays Wii Fit. She's played that game so much that she's literally destroyed the in-game clock. Like, it goes backwards and shit. So, I just want to brag about my base grandma for a sec. She's a hardcore gamer, Gray. Trust me.
Yes, but the majority of people who play games are
Yeah.
not what we would call gamers.
No.
But they will use those statistics for fucking casual mobile games and equate them to hardcore games when they want to put a spin on, like, oh, the gaming industry has changed. This is how many people are gamers. It's the new medium. But then when they want to criticize gamers, then they're going to drop all those statistics and just use the hardcore AAA gamers.
Okay, let me see. So, boom, share. Okay, can you see this?
Unfortunately, yes.
Unfortunately, yes. Okay, let me just hit play.
It's like, sorry, right off the bat, I just have to say this.
Oh, I muted it. What?
This guy's shoulders suck.
Bro, he doesn't do overhead press, man. Well, not only does he not do overhead press, he doesn't grab the 45-pound plates, one in each arm, and shrug in between overhead press sets.
The man does not lift anything. Let's break it down. The man does not lift anything fucking heavier than 10 pounds.
No. You know, I love kind of assuming that I'm kind of I'm like the exception to most gamers in the fact that not only do I game, but I lift. And, you know, it's... Look, man, you play Street Fighter and you just see, you know, Ken doing some Tatsus and Shoryus and you think, fuck, I want to do that too.
I think, Chaz, it's far simpler, the connection between gamers and lifters. You know why?
Why?
Because they like seeing their progress illustrated as numbers going up.
Bro, number go up, right? Not only does gun go up in video games, but number go up.
Precisely.
Okay. Let me just grab some water real quick. Oh, let me get your icon on the screen. That way I credit you, right? I would hate to just use you for content, right? Like a pump and dump where you just show up and then I use you and then throw you away. No, I want to give proper credit. Boom, there we go. So, let me just get you down here. So yeah, we're going to listen to Boomer Matt Walsh tell us the problems with the video game industry, even though he, not only does he blatantly not care about the video game industry, I would honestly assume that if it was up to him, the whole video game industry would be erased, and we just go back to movies and radio and shit for entertainment.
Well, that's the thing, because, like, it's a lot harder to force a social interaction with a gamer. Matt Walsh needs you to spend your money on women, not waifus.
And you know, other countries outside of the US, right? Right?
Well, I mean, to be fair, yeah. Actually, no, that is a good question about what the foreign... Well, that's the thing. I think that the countries he wants aren't China, and then China's got way more influence in the market than the same people that control Hollywood.
Gamers are the greatest contributors to overseas funding and care, because how else would you pilot the drone that drops care packages, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. So let me just hit start recording. Okay, Matt Walsh, the dark side to the video game industry, guy who doesn't care about video games in the slightest, guy who doesn't understand, like, oh, he's played around a Mortal Kombat against someone, therefore he now understands it. So annoying. Okay, let's hear what he has to say. And I'm gonna speed it up to like 1.5 just for the sake of time. Is that all right?
Yeah, that's what I do with Think Before You Sleep, so yes.
Okay, good.
So here's a statistic that, at least if you were born at any point.
Too fast. Okay. Sorry. Sensory overload. Oh fuck.
Yeah, no, unlike Think Before You Sleep, he talks at a reasonable pace.
But you know what? We're gamers, right, Gray? We're used to like having to take in information fast as fuck and process it. So I think we can do it.
Okay, we are, but let's try to make this audience friendly.
Oh, that's right. Not everyone in my audience is such a god gamer like me and Gray.
Well, yeah, we don't want them like turning it on half speed because we turned it up to 1.5. So.
You know what? How about this? Chat, turn the stream on to double speed, and I'm going to set Matt Walsh to half speed. That way it kind of evens out. So let's just...
Prior to the 1990s.
1990s, got it. It might be hard to believe. I can believe the 1990s exist.
The gaming industry is
bigger.
bigger.
Just normal speed, for fuck's sake.
I know. Okay, actually, let me just make sure that StreamYards is catching this.
Than both the movie.
Okay, yeah, OBS is capturing it. Thankfully, I'm not just a dumbass. Okay, let's actually get back to it.
Industry and the music industry combined. And for the past several years, it hasn't been especially close. The difference is consistently more than $100 billion per year. So video games are a massive market, one that's mostly targeted at young people, of course.
I mean, not really. Isn't the average age of gamers like in their 30s?
There's a difference between who the consumers are and who the targeted audience is.
Okay, fair.
But despite those numbers, for the most part, the games industry has avoided mainstream scrutiny. You'll see far more discussion about...
What does he mean it's avoided mainstream scrutiny? All mainstream media... Okay, for the past 40 years... No, okay, it's only been the past decade where they haven't been shitting on gay... No, he's just wrong.
No, were you in a fucking coma for Jack Thompson, Mac Walsh?
Like...
Avoided mainstream scrutiny? What the ever-loving shit?
No, every day there's some story about people are gaming for too long. Men would rather stay home gaming than go on dates. You know, here's a horrific thing that happened at a gaming event. You know, some guy assaulted someone else.
Okay, no, the earliest that comes to my mind, and like, there's probably older shit, but fucking Columbine. Like, Matt Walsh, did you sleep through fucking Columbine?
Like, they play Doom, so Doom is what influenced them, right? Fuck off.
Or Modern... I don't even think Modern Warfare was a thing. Like, seriously, like, this has been a thing since at least the mid-90s.
Actually, no, if I remember correctly, they did actually make a modded map for Doom that was kind of like their school, so... Okay, let's not stay on that. But what does he mean? It's avoided mainstream scrutiny. Almost every day. There's some kind of article talking about why gaming's bad for you, okay, look, I'll be honest, some gamers, yes, you should go outside and touch grass, right? I'm one of the exceptions where every day I touch grass. I love grass.
Chaz, for fuck's sake, like, would you say that someone who watches television for 10 to 16 hours a day is living a healthy life?
No, not at all.
Well, then why the fuck does it... That's the thing. Like, you can game too much. You can consume any media too much. Like, reading's good for you, but if someone read as much as a hardcore gamer, then people would absolutely say, yeah, that's a bit weird.
Yeah, if you're doing anything for 16 hours straight, it's bad for you.
That isn't getting you paid.
Yeah, getting paid. But there's...
Like, any sort of recreation or hobby for an excessive amount of time is too much.
Yeah.
That's not a controversial thing, but they don't talk about the people who just fucking binge Netflix for an entire weekend and tell them to go touch grass. No, it's just gamers.
It's just gamers.
I'll say Sydney Sweeney or Taylor Swift than you'll ever see about prominent video game voice actors and directors who pretty much no one knows anything about. Everyone's heard of Lionsgate or Paramount, but almost no one's heard of studios like Don't Nod Entertainment, for example. And that's
Who the
significant.
fuck is Don't Nod Entertainment? Don't Nod? You pick some fucking random, obscure, no-name, probably indie crowd. Okay, yeah, fucking Taylor Swift, Lion Parent. No, how about you say Nintendo? Has everyone not heard of Nintendo? Of course, they've all heard of fucking Nintendo.
Atlas,
so right away,
Sega, just
let's think. Like, if you say fucking Sega or Nintendo,
Sega
or Sony,
hard
or
R,
Microsoft,
Gray.
or Microsoft, that's the thing. Like, no, like right off the bat, this guy's pissing me off because he's deliberately being fucking disingenuous here. Like, we could stop the video right now because he's clearly lying.
No one knows who these companies are. Okay, first of all, Lionsgate, what does Lionsgate do? They produce movies. That's all they do, right? But gaming companies, they do everything. They make the game, they voice act for the game, they have to market the game, right?
That's the thing. But like,
there's more to it.
But like the three big gaming companies right now, Sony, Microsoft, Nintendo, I guarantee you, everybody in the West knows those three names.
Yeah. Charles Martinet, he's no longer voice acting Mario, but hey, I know a voice actor for Mario.
No, but like we got to talk like what the average person
I get you.
would know. And yes, no, video game voice actors probably aren't going to get a lot of recognition, but that's because their faces aren't shown most of the time, and people are very visual creatures.
And nowadays there are game companies where they're all they're talking about is full motion video, bullshit, right? Where the whole marketing is we got a celebrity being in the game now, like Keanu Reeves. Holy shit!
Exactly, like everyone knows Keanu Reeves in Cyberpunk 2077. Norman Reedus, I didn't know who the fuck he was before Death Stranding, but I assume he was someone significant.
Yeah, like Matt Walsh he's intentionally trying to use companies that not many people know to try to make his point, but
not just people, gamers in general. Like again, like I'm not entirely, I'm not the most hardcore gamer, but I know a fair bit.
Okay.
Don't Nod Entertainment. Who the fuck is that?
Well, maybe he'll tell us, Gray. So
Okay. Like right now, he has already pissed me off with this blatant bullshit.
And because these no-name studios are behind the single most coordinated effort to indoctrinate millions of children through entertainment that's ever occurred in this country. This effort is maybe more powerful than the teachers' unions, if only because these propagandists mostly work in secret. Even if you homeschool your children, they're not immune to it.
No, if you homeschool your children, want to know how they are immune to these gaming companies that are trying to indoctrinate them? You don't buy their games. You don't buy...
No. It's very simple, Chaz. It's even simpler than that. You be a responsible parent, and you look into the media that your children consume, regardless of whether it's games or television or books. You don't just be like, oh, you want to buy this? Sure, I'll buy you this, and then I'll go fuck off and do whatever the hell I want while I leave the game to fucking raise you.
Wow, little Timmy wants to play Grand Theft Auto 5. Okay, I'm gonna buy it for him, leave him alone for 2 hours. Little Timmy, where did you hear the word fuck or slut or shit? Clearly, it's the game's fault.
It's not me being an irresponsible parent and not vetting your fucking consumption. Like, I remember the era, like not that long ago, when we used to criticize parents for letting the television raise their kids.
Okay. People are saying Gray's audio is low, so I'm gonna turn that down and then turn this up, and we'll go from there. But yeah.
Just, no, this right away. No, he's
poisoning the well, right?
No, he's not just that. Like, Matt Walsh, that's the thing. He should know better. Like, there's no way that he does not know better than this. Like, anyone with even the most cursory of information in this, again, Don't Nod Entertainment. Like, what the fuck? No. Like, fucking Nintendo. That's who you want to say. I was like, oh, no one knows gaming companies. No, people know gaming companies. They just don't know fucking no-name indie gaming companies that are deliberately hiding behind the larger names of the producers in order to intentionally obscure themselves from scrutiny.
All I'm gonna say is this: if I ever have kids, one of the first games that they're ever gonna play is Metal Gear Rising: Revengeance, hard mode, sword only, and then they're gonna write me a 30-page essay on why Armstrong was right.
And this is why Chaz's 10-year-olds will be playing and reading at a university level.
Hell yeah.
You might have heard something about one of the companies behind this indoctrination effort called Sweet Baby Inc. or SBI. And in a moment, I'll get into the details about what exactly that organization is doing and who's helping them do it. But first, I want to get the good news out of the way, which is that if there's any silver lining, it's that this effort to indoctrinate children is incredibly ham-fisted. Some of the dumbest people in the world are behind it. So take that studio I just mentioned, Don't Nod Entertainment. They're behind the very popular Life is Strange video game series, which has...
Wait a minute. Manic actually sent me a code for Life is Strange. What the... Okay, I'm sorry. I'm also trying to make sure I don't get copyright ID'd, but knowing... Manic sent me a fucking Steam code for Life is Strange. Am I about to see this? I gotta stream that game. I gotta stream that now.
Okay, the very popular game Life is Strange. Okay, yeah, Life is Strange... It was popular mostly around journos.
Yeah.
But that was it. It fucking...
Actually, here, let me, real quick, let me look up Life is Strange to see the ratings for it, right? See if it's like T or M.
I mean, they're probably good, but...
No, like the age rating for it.
Maturity rating? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, I'd be surprised that game should not be fucking E for everyone. So if it's indoctrinating your kids, if your kids are playing... If your not teenager is playing a T-rated game, you are a shitty parent.
Okay, Life is Strange age rating. It's set for M for violence, so kids should not be playing Life is Strange.
It's a 17-plus game. Why the fuck are your kids playing a 17-plus game? Oh, right, because you're a shitty parent. But Matt Walsh is not. But again, Matt Walsh is not going to fucking call out parents for being dog shit at raising their kids. No. It's the gamer's fault.
He's trying. And he's also using words like indoctrination. Like, yeah, we get it. Like, there's a bunch of shit that's being ham-fisted in games, but he's trying to make it sound like just about every game is trying to do this shit.
Again, that's because he's picking some fucking... Okay, what the fuck has this studio done beyond Life is Strange? They did Remember Me, which was their main AAA attempt, but Life is Strange was way more popular than Remember Me, and that's it. I don't think that they did fucking anything outside of the Life is Strange IP.
Hey, yo, Manic, could you whip up a very high-quality Life is Strange thumbnail for the next gaming stream? Thank you.
Has been played by tens of millions.
Tens of millions.
Tens of millions.
Tens of millions of gamers have played Life is Strange.
Have played it? Okay, that's the thing. Just because someone fucking played it once on Steam doesn't mean they fucking played it all the way through.
Okay.
And even if they did.
And to give you an idea of how overt the propaganda is in Life is Strange, here's just one mercifully short sequence involving, what else? A racist white guy. There's some backstory about how he kidnapped an innocent Hispanic kid or something, and then this. Watch.
Uh-oh, spoilers. Okay, I don't know if I should watch this, because this is spoilers for a game that I'm so hyped to play, but Gray, should we... we need the context. I'm sorry.
Sure, yeah.
Tell the police you kidnapped me.
Nice try. But I know who you are and what you did in Seattle. I saw it in the paper. Maybe I should call ICE to make sure you're a citizen.
You hillbilly. I'm American.
Watch it, punk.
What kind of kick was that? Okay.
I should call ICE to make sure you're a citizen.
Fuck this game studio. If you're gonna animate...
You hillbilly. I'm American.
Okay, if you're gonna animate a guy beating the shit out of a kid, at least give it a little more oomph, a little bit more impact. Look at this, just... What kind of noise was it? Just Sorry.
Watch it, punk.
Whatever.
Dog shit.
Go to jail for this.
Pretty sure the local police will vouch for me over a thug like you.
Where's my brother?
Wish I knew. Little took off. I'll find him. Don't worry.
If you touch him...
You think I'd hurt a little boy? Guess you didn't have any second thoughts about leading him out into the middle of nowhere, though.
Different Life is
safe
Strange
for a little
game.
kid.
Oh, my bad, Manning. Probably still same IP.
If he's lucky, he won't end up like his criminal big brother.
Just let me go. Please.
You're the reason we need to build that wall. You hold tight.
Fucking dumbass ads. Give me a sec.
Just mute it. Just mute it.
Well, yeah. There we go.
Just a chance to respond. It's like, I mean, like, yeah, like it's clearly very much propaganda, but at the same time, I mean, I still don't understand like why he's kidnapped that kid.
He says he's a criminal. Maybe the kid broke into his home. Like, there is context missing from the game, but let's just hear what Matt Walsh has to say.
Yeah.
Okay, look,
I mean,
this is a 20
ultimately, we don't.
The sad part is this is a 20-minute video, and for all I know, the good shit is like 7 minutes in. And like I said, I don't.
If there's even good shit,
it's Matt Walsh. There's only good shit.
Quite frankly, Chaz, I think that he said everything I needed to hear from him within the first 2 minutes.
Fair, but Gray, I'm trying to do a stream. We got content, Max. I gotta be a React Andy this stream.
I know.
Yeah, I know.
Now, I guess I lied. I said that it was mercifully short, but that felt like 3 hours long. And I will say also that, this is neither here nor there. Or maybe it's not, but, when obviously I don't pay much attention to video games. When I started looking into the story we're talking about now and watching some of these videos, I was like, I sort of expected the graphics and just the overall quality to be better now.
So he's trying to do jokes about the graphic go up. He outright says, I'm not really into gaming. I just listen to what other people tell me. So
congratulations. We found Anita Sarkeesian with a beard.
Great. So why does he feel the need to make a video on it? Oh, because it's the hot new thing.
Because he's chasing the fucking algorithm. It's like, oh, hey, Sweet Baby Inc. is in the news. My people who I can bring into my audience are talking about it. Oh, yeah, I'll chase the fucking algorithm and the tweets and whatnot and talk about current thing, even though I have no fucking place talking about this.
So fucking annoying, bro.
And then it is, because really low quality all around. But he says we need to build a wall. That's according to the white racist kidnapping the innocent Hispanic boy. And this is a game that, if Wikipedia is to be believed, received generally positive reviews upon release. Critics praised the story. So we can conclude that the bar is incredibly low in this entire industry. All that developers have to do is...
Okay, so because one indie game received positive journalism reviews, the entirety of the video game industry is corrupt and woke.
It's the biggest, darkest secrets, bro. But it's very much just cherry picking. He's picking out games that most people agree are kind of trash, right?
He picked out probably one of the wokest. He looked up fucking woke games, and then he looked up which of those woke games was well reviewed, and then he used that as the fucking standard for the industry. How about you put out fucking Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League, a recent woke game, and talk about the reception for that? Oh wait, that game was received like absolute fucking dog shit.
Been destroyed. Everyone hates it. Yeah.
Or how about, The Last of Us Part 2. How about you look at the reviews for that? Oh wait, that destroys your fucking narrative.
Yeah, positive journalism reviews does not equal positive public reception. But he's talking about, tens of millions of gamers have played these games. The reviews say it's good. I mean, did you listen to what the tens of millions of people have said about the game? I mean, here.
No, he went to Wikipedia. That's the thing. He didn't even look at reviews for it. He went to Wikipedia, saw there, it's been generally positively reviewed. I can use this as a standard for the entire industry to push my narrative about how fucking woke gaming is. When gamers are basically probably the least woke demographic for public consumers of media.
Like, would he talk about Pow World or Helldivers? No, because he doesn't care about that. Like, oh, if he talked about Power Wars, he'd probably talk about how video games are teaching children to enslave and arm, and it's like people that don't want to. Like, he'd probably say some stupid shit like that. If he was talking about Helldivers, he'd probably try to spin it that the gaming industry is just hyper violent nowadays. It just
No, that's the thing. Like I thought he might be going that route, but no, he seems to be going the video game industry is woke. Like, and he's using like, oh, because they hire Sweet Baby Inc. It's like, whoa. Okay, there's a big fucking difference between the fucking grift of the out of touch AAA industry developers and CEOs and gaming industry and community as a whole, which is the reason fucking AAA is dying right now, because you have the companies of AAA games massively out of touch with their actual audience instead of their fucking Twitter feed.
he's openly saying he doesn't play games. He doesn't really know what's going on. So it's just so fucking.
And he should shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
Beat their audience over the head with.
Who know what the hell they're talking about.
Well, great. No, obviously we are just upset. We're butthurt. We're in our feels. We're not listening to what he's saying, Gray. So, let's give him a chance. He says sarcastically, obviously.
Wrote left-wing propaganda, and their game will be well-reviewed and well-received. The more recent game, Suicide Squad, is another prominent example. They decided to write a story about Batman's toxic masculinity, which ended with a girl boss shooting Batman. Spoiler, apologize for that, should have warned you. Anyway, here's part of that sequence.
Okay, so
I
most
honestly,
people...
I do not. Okay,
Yeah, we don't need to...
I do not want to watch this sequence.
Yeah.
Like that game, I do not need taking up a fucking
No, you're good.
microsecond of my brain.
So he's saying the reviewers are saying good things about this. Let's see if he's going to talk about the public reception, like the overall, how did people respond to this?
Haired women must work
Sorry.
at that studio.
Yeah,
I mean, they probably provide the hair dye on tap in their company. Now, I didn't play that game, obviously. I haven't played any of these games. I'm not a video game fan or player, as most people I think know by now. But the point is that these clips were all over the internet because of how awful they are. They're just terrible in every way, even just from a quality perspective. Again, they're bad, even if you happen to agree with their politics. But the fact remains that for children of a certain age, the propaganda doesn't need to be subtle.
For children of a certain age...
Children are playing M-rated games.
He's trying to do the children. Think of the children. Now, it does... Okay, the whole think of the children argument works when the media is intended for children. When stuff like Nickelodeon does, Pride Parade Day and stuff like that. That's an issue.
Like the studio that does Bluey is apparently going to make a show about like some fucking little boy discovering his sexuality or some shit.
But
Like that, yes, propaganda, right fucking there. But these are M-rated games. You have to be, at the very least, in grade 11. You got to be in their senior year at fucking high school before you should be allowed to play this. There ain't no fucking 10-year-old playing Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League.
And even if they were playing that, I highly doubt they'd be skilled enough or interested enough to even get to the Batman scene.
Probably not. No, that's like endgame shit.
Exactly. It's just, he's just missing... He doesn't understand the target, like, he's intentionally misconstruing the targeted demographic for these games. Trying to spin as, think of the children. And even if he is kind of right, it's like, he's just so blatantly up his own ass about it, right?
That's the thing. He is so smugly wrong.
All they got to do is present it to children, and it can be effective. And that's why some anonymous people using the games platform Steam decided to figure out exactly who's putting this garbage in games and why. And they found that the company I mentioned earlier, called Sweet Baby Inc. I have to say, no relation to the Sweet Baby Gang. I swear off any association. I would file a lawsuit for copyright infringement, if not for the fact that I don't have to push the principles of DEI in video games as aggressively as possible. Sweet Baby Inc., or SBI, worked with the developers of the game I just showed you, Suicide Squad. And
Okay, so he's just gonna be talking about like the Sweet Baby Inc. Gamergate shit right now.
I guess it's not even fucking okay. What makes it even remotely Gamergate-ish is that the games journalists, many of who were involved in Gamergate, came out of the fucking woodwork to attack, harass, and cancel the guy who actually like made the Steam group. And all it does, it just lists the publicly available list of games that Sweet Baby Inc. has worked on from their own website.
Yeah. Just they try to dox, they try to harass, get his shit taken down, and for once
they tried to get his Steam account banned. They tried to cost this guy God knows how many hundreds or thousands of dollars.
But okay, apparently Chronic is going to be going live soon, so let's just listen to a bit more of this and just move on. I'm just gonna skip forward a bit. Ooh, yeah,
babies, DEI mandates. Watch.
And if you're in development and you are part of like that dominant voice, you're like a cis hetero white dude or just adjacent to that, do not wait until the end to call your consultants. Bring them in at the beginning, and instead of asking them, hey, is this very racist thing we did very racist? Or is this deeply offensive thing we did deeply offensive? Are you hurt by it? Ask them what they want to see. Like, ask them what would thrill them, what would bring them joy. And if you have a team lead, put that request to them very, very early.
Sorry, Chaz,
if you're
Chaz.
Yeah.
Anyone who gives that much of a flying fuck about needing to be pandered to never feels joy.
No. I'm sure that if they tried to pander to that person, it wouldn't be good enough, right? It's never enough.
The people who would go for that kind of, the people who she's telling you to pander to are terminally miserable people who just want the world to suffer.
Well said. Yeah, I don't really think we need to discuss Matt Walsh's video anymore beyond this.
No, like he's a fucking disingenuous fuck who is talking to other people who he's assuming know even less about video games than he does. Yeah. Like that's his audience is boomers. Like people who are completely out of touch with all of this and have been unaware of any of this for decades. Like heads in the fucking sand. Or people who just don't question shit. Because surely even a boomer would remember Jack Thompson. And, you know, if they were even remotely mentally cognizant, would raise an eyebrow at the whole video games have never undergone mainstream scrutiny. Blatant fucking lie after blatant fucking lie.
He's just trying to misconstrue his argument as think of the children when children are not the intended demographic for these games. And that's very disingenuous.
They're not the intended demographic for M-rated games. M17 plus rated games.
Shoot. Apparently my stream is like buffering or some shit. Right, bozo.
I don't know. No, it's going fine. Oh, wait, no, there we go.
Yeah, it's buffering a bit. Oh, I mean, this was just a short, sweet, to the point kind of CCW stream. I just heard Matt Walsh talking shit about gamers, and I'm like...
Yeah, no, your stream's fine. Your stream's doing fine, Chaz. You're live.
This is the equivalent of if Chaz decided to make a Yamcha video after watching only one random DBZ episode. Exactly. Yeah. Like, oh, hey, here's an anime character. Therefore, the whole anime is like this. Hey, how about we take... Oh, I watched the episode where Marin was introduced. Now, obviously, every single woman that's in Dragon Ball is a thought with big tits who's dumb as hell, right?
That's the thing. You know, it would be like watching... It would be like watching the Marin episode and then making a 20-minute video on how anime is corrupting our women by teaching them to be thoughts.
It would be so disingenuous and shitty. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, I did get a very generous donation, so let me just shout that out real quick. Just give me a sec. Yeah, Rip Bozo, I guess my internet is kind of chugging along, but, you know, we'll end this soon enough and just get onto, like, chronic shit. Alright, Sean, for Gamers Rise up indeed. Okay, great. Do you want to chug real quick?
Yeah, I got some Captain Morgan 100 proof here, and some ice and some Coke. So, cheers to the war band.
Cheers.
When some fucking PNG tubers have more journalistic goddamn integrity than a fucking multi-million-dollar,
I mean, like
heavily produced show.
Matt Walsh intentionally picked out two of the most obvious, like, shitty games that have come out for this. He with a title like The Dark Side of the Industry, it's like, I get it, but yeah.
No, that's the thing. Like, he makes it look like all gaming is bad. It's like, no. There is a corrupting influence in the video game industry backed by foreign investments, ESG, and it is absolutely a problem that the gaming community as a whole is pushing back, and it is leading to massive losses. Like, Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League was such a colossal flop that Warner Brothers has pulled out of AAA gaming entirely.
Good. All right.
So, like, that's the thing. Like, that is the extent of how bad that game went over. But it's like, oh, your children are looking this. It's an M-rated game. Like, do you seriously think? Again, this is.
Yeah.
What would be an example? Like, again, I haven't watched fucking movies in ages, but it's like picking a freaking M-rated or equivalent
a rated
movie.
Little children should not be watching Friday the 13th. Obviously, these movies are trying to indoctrinate children into being psychotic killers that just lurk in the shadows and the forest. Like, children shouldn't be watching Friday the 13th. So
that's the thing. It was like when I ended up watching Scary Movie when I was 11, like for a friend's kids party. I was not supposed to watch Scary Movie at the age of 11.
Yeah. All right, but Chronic is probably going to be going live soon, so I think I'm going to call it here. Stream health is buffering, yada. But, well, great. Thanks for hopping on with me for a bit to talk about the Matt Walsh shit. I mean, okay, look, is he wrong in the fact that a lot of games nowadays that are like AAA titles are like trying to push stupid shit? He's not wrong about that. Like, like I can agree with him that those two clips from those games that he showed, they're probably pretty shitty games. But
Life is Strange was a game that came out like at least 5 years ago. That is not a recent or current game at all. It is completely, basically fucking irrelevant to the current discussions.
Yeah. And I'll admit this, I didn't watch his full video. I didn't watch and listen to every single point he made. So I'm gonna be honest about that. Okay.
But the man was straight up disingenuous from the start. Like, no, I see no reason to give this man any fucking benefit of the doubt. Oh, maybe he got good later. And he was the point. Like, no, out of the fucking gate within the first 2 minutes, he's spouting lies and bullshit.
Well said. Okay, I think I'm gonna end the stream here. But great, thank you for talking about this bullshit with me, man. I'll probably hop on Chronic stream with you. Sound good?
Yeah, I might hop on Chronic. We'll see. But,
okay,
I'll at least be in the background listening.
All right. Well, hey, thanks for talking with me, man. And I'll talk to you later. Sound good? Yeah.
See you later, guys.
Okay. Peace. Okay. Yeah, I didn't suddenly expect the main man to go live tonight, and the stream's having some issues. So you know what? It's all good. So I'll call it here. We'll move on to the other stream. So thank you guys for hopping on. Thank you, Sean, for the very nice donation. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.